Alrighty, quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And this is Lunch, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. Here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Les. And there is Jack, yet again on another phone call, because scheduling sucks sometimes for the work-related stuff. He doesn't even have an earpiece in for this, so he can't even hear this at this point, at least not that I can see. So welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Taco Tuesday, also known as Two for Tuesday. September 17th, 2024, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. Giveaways are open. Exclamation bundle me on both streams. Exclamation I love free shit on my side. Pound the bootay on Jack's side for a chance to win streamer bundles and Steam game keys right here on NBNN. And again, we'll double up the streamer bundles at the butt and top of the hour. And fish, which a lot of people don't know stands for fuck it, shit happens. Fish! What's up, Winfield? Good to see you out there. But welcome. Extreme fish indeed, that's right. Yeah, I came across a post the other day that gave me that new meaning of fish. Fuck it, shit happens. And I said, well, you know what? That's just too perfect for that one. So has dual meaning here these days, at least for this guy. But it is what it is. Hopefully Jack won't be forever on today's phone call, and he'll be here for some of today's lovely topics. So, but we do have Lomir here. What's up, Lomir? Or is Lomir not here back yet? I know he got in on the bundles. Lomir, you still getting coffee? I guess he is. All right, anyway. We will get right into it today. Don't forget, if you want your own personal mystery game key, you too can go ahead and donate 300 bits to either myself or Jack, and we will get you one of the mystery game keys. Sorting through boxes and found NBNN business cards, Laz, Jack, and Scrota t-shirt and bumper stickers, Hoblot. That's, yeah. There's, bumper stickers are in the drawer over here someplace. Business cards are right there, which, the Daily News, which Jack used to print up, yeah. I should probably do something if I can find those bumper stickers. I still have a whole bunch of the and I love NBNN bumper stickers sitting in a drawer over here. And Alas Jack and Scrota t-shirt. Which t-shirt is that? I'm curious. That's got to be like a one of a kind, Winfield. I'll tell you what. Yeah, white one. What is it? Like a sports team, like a high school sports logo one, something like that. I remember making like just one of those, and I don't recall selling many of them. We've sold quite a few hats, other T-shirts, even a pair of socks, which the lovely Thradia owns. She's the only person who ever bought a pair of I love this shit socks, which we have. You have two of them. Wear one and put another in preservation. Yeah, absolutely. Is I don't have all of those. Of course, I probably have the templates of them all someplace stored uh, in my provider's stuff. But yeah, it's been so long. Is I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look now. Now that you said that, but not right this minute. But right this minute, we're gonna go back and we're gonna revisit a topic we were talking about the other day because there's a little bit of action on it. No new reactions on the conversationalist change for Casca says, I need NBNN socks. Well, Casca, you're in luck. Let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. I'll throw this up over here. Just for shits and giggles. I'll throw this up over here. Just. Oops. Hate when that happens. But you too can go to the NBNN website, click on the store, and it's nbnn.info/swag, I believe, is the shortcut, and it'll bring you to this store. And you too can go and get yourself your own pair of Laz I Love This Shit socks right out there. And get yourself some Laz socks with the picture of me and the I Love This Shit logo on them. Just for yourself. Of course, t-shirts, jerseys, hats, coffee mugs, pillows, flip-flops, you name it, we've got it out there. Little dice bags, if you want a little dice bag. That's really expensive for a dice bag. I gotta look at the price on that. Or you can get yourself a I Love This Shit poster. You can get all sorts of stuff out in the NBNN swag store. Several different
What,
variants
what,
of the shirts.
what about like a like a inflatable poo,
No, they don't offer that, unfortunately.
like what you show on some of the shirts and stuff that you have there. You know,
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't have the option to just create the items. They just have the items that I can add logos to, unfortunately. Yeah, I should get myself a pair of flip-flops just because, yeah, I live in Florida. But yeah, if you want the NBNN swag, you can go out to the store and get yourself some cool stuff.
like some kind of weak flip flops though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, they're flip-flops. What do you want? Yeah.
Yeah, I like those ones that are like all rugged and like really really constructed well. You know.
But then they're not flip-flops.
Oh, no, I guess not. I guess they're more like sandals.
Yeah, those are, either considered sandals, or if you're really hip, they call them slides these days. Where you slide your foot into them, which they're fucking sandals. I don't know why people got to soda marching boots. You should. You should get a pillow for nap time. But anyway, moving right along to get back to the topic. I will jump to the top of this topic real quick because this was a topic that came out after we got the new subscription models, which was suggestions to increase revenue and subs. And people were giving out their thoughts on what they were because it was a topic that happened on the 129 live stream, I believe. Don't feel bad. He's late because of a meeting. Well, he's here. He's just not technically here because of a meeting, so don't feel too bad. My partner in crime. Of course, I like Gregor's microtransactions. It works well for Zinja, but those are real microtransactions. Jack, of course, we covered this, but I want to start with Jack again just because it relates to the next post that came up on this. But Jack said, I'm glad the team finally showing some awareness of their business model. Immediately remove all previous telethon rewards and backer items from the shop. They were only supposed to be available for that short amount of time. Promise broken multiple times. That disaffected a huge portion of people. Create new items every release. Absolutely. Several of those items should only be available for a short amount of time. Reestablish the concept of rares that don't cost $80 a pop. And of course, yes, everything they make every month that is released as subscription items should be just for subscribers only. That's the whole point of the subscription model. Selling them in the store after you've given them to subscribers ruins the whole point of being a subscriber to get those unique items. And then, of course, create in-game craftable versions of those items so that anybody who wants a variant of said item can craft their own that is of lesser quality. Microtransactions, as Gregor put in there, which, I agree with microtransactions wholeheartedly. Items should be no more than $10. Kodo prices should be 100, 200, 500. Oh, excuse me. And 1,000. And the 1,000 should be very, very high top end stuff. Nothing should cost over that. No item should be no trade. There's no real valid reason for it, except possibly some, but most should be freely tradable quest related items, which again, we had this discussion last week. Chandra says subscription items need only be for subscribers only. They could be subscribers get them first, everyone can buy them a year later or such. No. Again, the original concept was every item that they created would have an equal and opposite craftable item. So if it became available either as a subscriber item or a store item, every item should have a lesser craftable version so that there's availability, but the better version should only be the Crown Store item, or subscription items should only be for subscribers. End of story. And players can buy from the player only. Yes. Now, we've said this time and time again. Back in the day when we had the telethons and they would have, 5, 10, 15 items that would come out for the telethons, depending on the level of donations. 50,000 would be one item, 75,000 would be another item, 100,000 would be another item, so on and so forth. Jack and I would buy upwards of 10 each of these, and I'm sure Andrew, you're one of those people who also would buy multiples, and then of course we'd have them for resale later on for anybody who came in. Winfield bought a few. Andrew's agreeing with me there. Um, and exactly, you want the sub item and you don't have the sub, but buy it from a player, says Tina, which is exactly the point of rares, which gives people a reason to come on in and start being collectors. Gives them a reason to want to play and interact with other players and come back daily so they can either A, subscribe. You're going to give them a reason to subscribe, okay? If you can just go ahead and buy stuff that the subscribers got 2 weeks later, there's absolutely zero, the big fat donut, zero reason for people to subscribe, okay? Um, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you make them available, and they're a little bit more money, but that just means they can buy them whenever the hell they feel like it, and you're not guaranteeing yourself that people are going to rush in to get those subscription items. That's the whole idea of generating the revenue on the subscription model, is to give them stuff that is exclusively for subscribers only. That's the whole point of a subscription. If you just make it available to the general public, then there's no sense of having a subscription. And I saw somewhere else just day before yesterday, 2 days ago, where somebody was complaining. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. I know where it was. More Kodos, more Obsidian Potions, about the only different from the $9 subscription comparing with the higher tiers, was the comment. My complaining about subs today, I'm struggling with choosing a higher tier sub. I'm already not doing much with Kodos and Potions. Upgrading to another tier doesn't sit well for me. It would be more of what I'm not using very often. And this was in a Discord chat. But it's just exactly the point. Why do I need more potions and more Kodos, and I'm still getting the same rewards at the $9 level as I would at the $27 level? Really, no reason, you know, unless you really use the Kodos and stuff. Let's see here. Three devious. That's the behavior that would get me banned for calling them out for anti-customer behavior. What's up, Dark Blue Monkey? Governor Winfield can back up what I'm saying. We've been doing that for over 40 years, starting with items in Ultima Online. Yes, well, see, that's the point. Ultima Online had it right. It came out, every item came out, and you can only ever get them from, and that's what started the whole thing. And again, one of those things that we spoke about at one of the very first conventions, which was actually the BMC 2016 convention, I believe it was, when we helped them move offices. There was like a 3 hour, what's the word I'm talking about? It really wasn't a panel, but presentation, as it may be, as to why we should have RMT in the game and why it should be accepted by the development team and all that fun stuff. And of course, at the time, Darkstar and Richard were, or Richard and Star were both very much in agreement to this. Winfield, I believe you were actually there for that as well. And he says, I agree about having unique subscription items. Not just for a discount on common new items. Yes, absolutely. And Winfield remembers that. BMC brought in their economist, great presentation, which it was. And it was like a 3 hour presentation. If you really want to see that, I do have that preserved on the NBNN website. You can go to nbnn.info, go to the photos and pics section, and there will be the BMC convention link, and there will be the photos and videos of the whole thing that was there. Dark Blue Monkey says, "Love Shroud Marketplace. Saved me so much grind time when I had given up on trying to find things like gold." Yeah, well, that's just moved over to a Discord these days, Dark Blue Monkey. Um, because the availability of rares went down the drain when they started just, going to the subscription model and then selling everything into the store afterwards. And even to this day, if before I get to the rest of this topic, I will come over here and we can go to the Crown store and look at the recently added items. And the glowing magic sigils are all stuff that was, these potted red thorn
Sigils.
flowers. You know, all these, the Lord British banner, the dark Gothic king size bed, all these, the
Sigils.
diable umbrella, all these items were subscriber rewards, and now they're all available in the store, which, as far as I'm concerned, was a no-no.
Sigils.
Yeah, thank you, Lomi. Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Yeah, well, Winfield, that was one. Of course, that wasn't just it. I mean, I can go to my account and, I can show you many of the additional items that were on sale for 100, 200, 300, 500 that I bought to really support. The telethon items were, um, you know, A, for personal collection and resale, absolutely. But, you know, things like the signed limited edition Shrouded Avatar poster for $100. You better believe I've got one sitting in my room, framed up, and it was there when they first came out with ins, like you see across the way here behind me. When they first came out, they were $100 a piece. I spent $400 right off the bat. First one in to help support it. And then 2 weeks later, they dropped it to $80. And these days, they've devalued it to the point where I think they're like $20 homes, $40. So they've devalued them by more than half of what their original prices were, which really ticked me off because, again, um, after that, I started to really learn that there was no sense in ever jumping on something for support at the initial price because they were always going to lower the price shortly thereafter, which became a reality almost every single time. Um, and then things like the Lord British Battle Axe that they just had out there, which was for an $80 donation for the Kodo bundles, which again I did to support and get the item. But then, 2 weeks later, CC's selling for under a million gold, and if anybody knows what a million gold goes for in game these days, that's $15 per million. So, why did I spend $80 when I could have got it for less than a million gold or less than $15? So it really doesn't make sense a lot of times when there are people out there who are willing to put these out there at a whole bunch cheaper than, and I don't really understand the concept of that. You spend $80 on something and then you sell it in game for less than like a fifth of the original price.
It's the wide eye effect.
It's the what?
The wide eye effect. You see something and your eyes go wide, and you're like, I gotta have that, and you just gotta buy it.
Right, but why would you buy it for $80, Lomir, and then sell it for less than 15? That's my point.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, well, that's my point. It's a D situation. Makes no sense.
I've been saying that because, like, for you, it was the wide eye effect because you saw it and I gotta have that. In fact, you had to have four.
Well, it was one of those things that I thought was going to be pretty rare, and it is. Dark Blue Monkey hitting us up with 300 bits. Andrew Night Owl says, "Yeah, I have 4 castle deeds, but it's really is not worth it anymore. Absolutely, and I agree with you. In all my collecting, my original goal was to get just one castle deed. Now I own actually two. So if anybody wants a castle deed for a couple $100, let me know. I'll be more than willing to sell it to you.
I'll take one for free if anybody wants to give one away.
Oh yeah, I'm
I've,
sure
I've,
you will.
I've always wanted a castle deed, even though I wouldn't have an idea where to put one.
Dark Blue Monkey, you're gonna get yourself a copy of Siberia 2. Siberia 2, which is currently $12.99 on Steam. Yes, it is. Siberia 2 going out to Dark Blue Monkey.
They had a Siberia 1 that was so successful, despite the name of being Siberia, that they had to have a 2.
Yeah, well,
Siberia must be better than I'm thinking of.
yeah, pretty soon no one's buying on release. And Winfield, absolutely. Back in the day, that's why we pledged. I gave more donation in those days because the money went to new soda features like POTs or house enhancements or new world builder scenes or monster types, not for the rares or items by inventory. And absolutely.
I just thought I had a job back then when I was pledging, even though I only pledged probably around $2,000 or so.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just it doesn't make sense. And then what was the other comment that yeah, pretty soon no one is buying on release. What do you mean by that, Tina? I don't quite understand the buying on release. See the prior comment. See prior comment. It's the Ubisoft problem. You know full well you're going to be able to get Assassin's Creed for $20 less in a couple months. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, well, when it comes to actually buying the game, absolutely. And, I've done that with several of the hottest games that came out over the last couple of years. Everything from New World to what was the other one? Actually, I didn't even buy that. Somebody gifted that to me. I have to go look for it and see if I can
But
find
actually,
it.
but actually, if you have the wide eye effect, there's nothing that really can happen. There's nothing really you can do to make yourself not want to buy the thing. You're like, oh God, I gotta have that now.
What the hell was it? It was, I know what it was. I just can't uh, get it out of my, and I know it's right here. Steampunk game. What was the steampunk game? But anyway,
Stick out your
yeah,
stick out your tongue. Maybe it's on the tip of your tongue.
yeah. Not Shadowrun. Jack plays Cyberpunk. Thank you, Cyberpunk. That was one. Then, of course, Jack had me buy that other game, that Bethesda game, which I really didn't care for either. That came out.
The third one of something.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3. Which to me that was just a waste of money. Jack's played it through like 300 times. He loves it, but that's just not me. I'm not a turn-based. The only turn-based game I ever really liked that worked like that was Sid Meier's Civilization, which I have several of those as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm fed up with Bethesda games at this point. Now, of course, I don't know how many of
I,
you
I,
are out there waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, which of course is another 2+ years out for those of us on PCs. But
I like this one. I think it was Schools of Radiance.
what?
The and same kind of thing as Baldur's Gate. I think Schools of Radiance. I think it was like a turn-based game by
Oh, yeah,
like
don't know that one. But it is time for us to pull some streamer bundles. Let me see if I can get Jack streamer bundles. Yeah. Let's see if I can get his attention. Let's see if that pings him so he hears it. Otherwise, he'll probably have to be pulling all four of his at the bottom of the hour or top of the hour. But we're going to pull two bundles right now. And our first winner, Fish Winfield. Our second winner, Andrew Night Owl. Congratulations to you two as I reopen the giveaways for the top of the hour. Get on in here to game. Andrew, come on down. We'll go ahead and give you yours. And then we will mail Winfield his. There you go. And there goes Winfield. And my streamer bundles are taken care of for the bottom of the hour. All right, so I should make a character called Fish. I'm surprised you don't already have one. Yeah, well, see, problem is the company who put out Dungeons and Dragons Online, Tina, and it's more like Shroud of the Avatar is, where you just adventure and do dungeons, and you don't have to sit there and wait for fucking turns. Wait for AI to beat your fucking ass. Shit like that. But getting on with this topic with Kersey. Kersey says, I agree with the OP's market strategy with one caveat. You need some new content that is bug-free to bring back older players, socials to review, and entice new players. By new content, I mean a good, meaty chunk, which, I would happen to agree with them. We should have had episode 2, and we should be well into episode 3, if not episode 4 by now. Has to be a new mechanic, class tree, new region with questing, some new dungeons with changing daily quests, changing layout for replay, which again, that was one of those D&D Online is rolling dice? I don't think so. When was the last time you played D&D Online? I understand what you're getting at, but when somebody's had a Dungeons and Dragons, actual real time, you know, third person playable game, and then you want to go to something like the D&D tabletop rolling dice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand that, but you know what? If I'm going to go do that, I'm going to go to my local game shop or my public library and find a group and do that shit. I'm not going to play it on a video game and spend $60 to do it and find out it was done really bad. That's just me. But anyway, with some new dungeons with changing daily quests and changing layout for replay, like D&D Online, dungeons were generated via your level. And, depending on your level, it was how it spawned. You would spawn so that it was never above your skill level. And of course, when you went in with a party, though, that was, they had their math to do that. But anyway, um, on top of that, loot needs to be more interesting. Absolutely. I suggest that armor, weapons, and good armor can drop. You just need to be able to expect pieces and socket crafted armor to enable crafted to be the best. Um, yes and no. Um, I still think that the best idea was that player crafted armor was and should be the best, and that there should be an economy. I think UO had it again 28 years ago plus, where if you needed equipment fixed and you weren't a blacksmith, you had to head up to the blacksmith and find somebody, and hopefully somebody you trusted to hand your equipment to get it repaired. And that was one of those things where um, you better hope you can trust that person and he didn't just abscond with your equipment, um, you know, and say that, oops, sorry, I broke it while I was trying to repair it. And then he put it in his inventory and kept it for himself and sold it for a profit later on. Yeah, I don't know about
Maybe
that,
mad.
Winfield. I'll attack that in just a minute. Um, All armor and weapons should have sockets, and perhaps we add a new armor piece slot, perhaps a rune drop that gives a short-term change to the ability of an existing skill, something powerful and limited for a couple hours a day, and nothing we can ever craft, like a power hour. Things that make you go home. Also, considering we have levels that never end, a kind of AAA system like EverQuest might be a good bonus of variety for people to achieve both old and new. Okay, so um, one of the things I would like to see is more boss level fights, um, and not just go out and do the troll that's out there at the boss level. You have to, go out to the area. You have to defeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of mob before the boss troll will spawn, allowing you to then defeat him and then reset. Not just kill the troll, wait 5 minutes, kill the troll, wait 5 minutes, kill the troll, wait 5 minutes, because that's where it becomes really boring very quickly. But Winfield says changing the income stream model, store and subs, they just need more consistent players, especially those emotionally attached. Guilds, GM events, monthly boss dungeons, etc. Yes, we're getting to that right now. And this is one of them things that I think Kersey has, a line on, but sadly, and again, that's what he says. Since sadly, most of that requires more funding, you're rather limited. One, dev run public events with attendee rewards and special lower price store items, including small advertisements, maybe through your partnered streamers. Give the streamers special items to hand out and advertise, a small wall certificate of invitation or such. These could be seasonal and are not the same as Kodo bonus purchases. Think cheap decorations or wearables. Each pattern for attending the event. Earn a pattern for attending event, or buy the fancier item on the store. Again, same item, same idea to make rares rare. Here's a cheap item you can craft, or streamers give out. If you want the fancier version, well, you can purchase the nice fancier version to help fund the game in the store. Absolutely. You may need to
I
have an event, but
but I used to play test EverQuest and EverQuest 2 and some of those. They were fun.
yeah. You may need to have an event over a few days to cover time zones and player availability. Participation increase rewards. You don't make it too mind-numbingly grindy. Another big problem we have here in this game. Invest your time in letting players develop dungeon and quest contents. It's a good niche area that no game has really done a good job at. It gives you something to stand out in the crowd, and you already have a backbone in place. This next one, a contest for the next monthly login reward creation. Ooh, I wonder where that idea came from because we just had something like that just happen recently, and we'll see if it comes to fruition on release 130 here coming up. But yes, a contest for what the monthly login reward is. You know, let people come up with ideas for what it is, and you can give them a choice, A, B, C, or D, and people can vote on it. People can do this, that, the other thing to find out, or it could be um, pre-orders. How about pre-orders? Here's going to be our next item coming in. If you pre-order it now, you get it at XYZ price. Pre-ordering certain items at a rock bottom bonus price could help drive revenue and sales. More frequent Shrouded Avatar live streams of the game. Tutorials for the new folks, tips and tricks, advanced building techniques, real life fishing trips. Fish. We've done that before, haven't we, Winfield? Pub crawls, PvP battles, a pure Ask Me Anything, play with a dev, and attend a player run event, etc. Now, of course, attending player run events a little tough, especially unless it's in game, of course. And again, all this, can be either in game, which we do have fishing events, but real life gatherings tend to, be very, very cool when it comes to gathering gamers together. And the unpopular choice, remove Kodos from dropping in game. I don't see where that would have any bearing whatsoever on anything. Okay, Dark Blue Monkey, I'll take a look at that. You might have gotten that previously, in which case I will, because I know that that was a game I had multiple copies of and gave out to a lot of people because it came as a bonus to something. So I will take a look at that, and I will find you a replacement for it here after today's show. And then Frost Hill comes back with, well stated, Kersey. Something has to give one way or another.
Sorry, what game were you talking about, Tattoo Game Boy?
The giveaway for Hands of Necromancy. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I keep them in blocks, so I possibly just gave you two. So let's see. Let me see what we got here. I wish me was still making stuff, but I have to go back. So it's a catch-22. You guys have been chatting here, so let me go back here.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going back
Yeah,
in
pantomime more.
Ah,
People want me to pantomime doing shit for a customer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Frankly,
staring
Whitfield, that's
at
a
the
bit of a
screen
pipe
sharing.
dream. In order to get more players, they need to fix things, and that takes developers who like to get paid. Yes, so it's a catch-22. Absolutely. And then
Well,
true, it's a
the-
priority to fix top important things. We used to help them with ideas at SodaCons. Yes, we did. Player-owned towns. Winfield was a big mover and shaker
instrumental
in
in that.
getting that,
Yeah.
getting that done. I wish me was still making stuff. I don't get you on that one, 3 Devious.
It is.
Andrew says,
I
one of the
wish you
reasons why I have a sub pay those who work on the game, but where's the damn money going to? Yes, good question. And of course, we don't get answers to those questions.
3D was saying, I wish Mel was still making stuff. Who is Mel?
Well, remember the owner of Catnip Games hasn't made an appearance in a year and a half.
And he won't.
Mel
Yeah.
and Curion?
So, Tino, I've been saying the biggest thing to fix for ages. I had a set of recommendations for the Truth Quest that got ignored. And it's frankly still boring and stale. Wasn't even under the current leadership. It was pre-release, absolutely.
Yeah.
Conjura, especially since Dakota drops rare. Yeah, well, not as rare as you'd think there, Conjura. You can actually do pretty decent if you know where they drop. And all you got to do is go out to shroudedavatar.net and see what zones they drop in and where they drop the most and hunt those areas. So, yeah, who? Yeah, we don't know where the money is actually going and who's getting paid what or how much is coming in because there's really no way to track that. But the one thing they do say is that they need more of it, which of course any gaming company needs. You need as much money as you can to do that. But again, microtransactions, that are, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, not 10, 20, 30, 40, $50, because people aren't going to be dropping those kind of monies in games. People drops $50 and $60 for a title. Not everybody is going to drop $50 and $60 for a skin, for a house, for a property. Although this game does have, its benefactors. I wouldn't know anybody who spent quite a bit of money on property here in this game. Yeah, I wouldn't know
All of us.
anybody. Yeah, no, I'm bringing up my list of properties here, which is
Oh.
probably several $1,000s worth of property here in game. Winfield is another one. Andrew at Fort Castle Deeds is another one. Yeah, we know that there are many of us who are willing to spend in support of keeping this game alive. But as I'm noticing, a whole 24 people online today, not even over 30, not over 40. We're down into the 20s now,
I've
which
got
is
22. It just
yeah,
dropped from 23.
yeah. It was
But
20 when I
hey,
first logged in.
the good thing is that they do have some awareness that they need to work on their business model and figure out how can they actually fund things.
Yeah, well, giving away the same stuff for more money is not really,
No.
fixing the problem, especially, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to read this for you again, which came from another Discord. My complaining about subs. Well, first off, I'll go to the first one. More Kodos, more Obsidian Potions is the only difference from the $9 sub comparing with the higher tiers. My complaining about subs today, I'm struggling with choosing a higher tier sub. I'm already not doing much with Kodos and Potions, and upgrading to another tier doesn't sit well for me. It would be more of what I'm not using very often, which is, I think, the same goes for somebody like myself and many others. I don't use those Kodos very often. I use them as giveaways, and then very rarely, if I get a new property,
Well,
like right now, I have 2 new properties that have
that
to be upgraded.
that
So
that would be them following with their business model of creating new pixel crack
Well, we just went over that
every
for the
release.
last hour.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's a dead horse that has to be beat over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that the making rares that are rare. So, hey, this is only going to be available for, hey, this release. So buy it now and it's never coming back. I thought about re-upping my subscription. I seriously pondered it. And then I looked at that thing called the Vault and I said, yeah, no.
Not till it's gone.
Not until it's gone. And that doesn't mean that, hey, we're removing the Vault and putting all those old items back in the store. No, remove all those items to never appear again.
Bye. See ya.
Yes. And
not until I get a Heart of Britannia cabinet. Which I should have when they were on sale. Which I should have bought when it was on sale last time. I know.
Yeah, but that is them. You can't continuously renege on promises and say, "Hey, that was made by the old administration. That we are a new organization." That's not true because the former CEO of Portalarium became the owner of Catnip Games. And just because internal leadership has changed, the organization hasn't really. The subscriptions are still going to Portalarium.
Yeah, well, we've had that discussion before. And again, I know the answer to that question. I just can't discuss what I know about it. So, but anyway, reverse course and RMT, open a trading section for it that escrows it. Yeah, we've been saying that for ages and ages and ages. But the problem is, even if you did that, you got to stop reselling subscription items and rare items in the fucking Kodo store. Again, you have to. Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna need to put out subscription items that are subscriber only items. Okay. Again, give people a reason to subscribe. If I can buy all the shit that was in this month's subscription a week later, and I can pick and choose, I only want this, then I'm only going to give you $2 for this item instead of $9 for the whole bundle, and you're screwing yourself, really, because now I don't have to buy, and then once you've got that in place, then allow RMT, because then you have a reason to subscribe to get those items that are only available that month, period. So, people like Jack, myself, Andrew, Winfield, will go start buying on our multiple characters and getting those multiple subscriptions again running into you, which means more and more money. Again, just on telethon donations between Jack and myself, that was a couple $100 every single month guaranteed. Just from the two of us, just from myself and Jack, was a couple $100 guaranteed. Now they get $9 from me instead of $200+ plus additional bonuses when they had other good stuff on sale. That if it was a $40 item, Jack would buy 10, 15 of them. I would buy 5, 10 of them at 40, 40, 40, 40. When you stop doing that stuff and give me no reason to spend my money, well, you get one $9 a month subscription, and that's it. And the rest of my money, goes back in my pocket, and you lose that support, you lose that development money. Winfield bought Lord British's hair, which was really, which was a really good,
interesting, yes,
really good, fundraising event. But
hey, as 3Devious says, I'm not too proud to spend money on pixel crack.
No,
yes,
Yeah, $500 a month is now $9 only, right, Andrew? I mean, again, and we've tried to point out the fact that yeah, Andrew would spend $500 a month. Now he's spending nine. I would spend $100+ a month. Now it's only nine. Jack would spend $100 plus a month. Now it's zero. They're not even getting $9 out of Jack. You know. So again, between Jack and myself, it was a couple $100 a month, and that was just on the telethon for each, and that was just $5, $5, $5, $5 on all of our accounts. Imagine if we,
And there were several telethons where I spent $1,000.
well, that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
they would have another item or two out there that was worth 30,
Yeah.
40, $50, and we'd buy, multiples. We'd buy 5 of these, 10 of these, and we'd spend big fucking money doing that, and yeah, absolutely, it was fun fundraising, but when you stop doing that, I mean, between right now, Andrew, myself, and Jack, we're looking at $700+ a month. That is now $18. No, he said he was spending 500. I'm going to say we were spending at least 100. So I'm just going by the bare minimum. So we're going to take that $700, and now you're getting 18, 9 from me and 9 from Andrew. So where's the disparity there? Yeah, 700 to 18. That's a big freaking difference. I'm sorry, it is. And that's just 3 people making that dent. That's just 3 people.
Well,
Imagine the hundreds of people who were doing the same exact things we were doing. The Andernuts, the Marquis, the Winfields, all these other people who are doing it,
Yeah. Catnip games turning whales into minnows.
Yeah.
The Hawkwinds. Yeah. The Mad Hatter. It was a ton of people, or I shouldn't say tons, but hundreds of people that were pouring in massive amounts of money into the development of the game and supporting the team. And it is one where it's like, you can't continue breaking promises.
The Mad Hatter.
What happened to the new server?
Oh, well,
Laz, did you get an update on that?
It's just no, I didn't ask about that because when I was asking about other things, that was the least of my worries.
Yeah,
because we already know the answer to that. It's sitting behind Ravlox in his house.
Ravlox, collecting dust.
And
but how many years of dust has that thing already collected?
I don't know. What was Ravlox doing this week? Do you know?
Concerts.
Yeah, more concerts.
Hey, man.
I've been to more concerts in the last 2 months than I've probably been to in the last 5 years. But I'm going to even go further than that. The last 20 years. He's been to more shows in the last 2 months than I've been into in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
No, it's an actual physical server. But again,
well, remember the plan was to run a bunch of virtual machines on that physical server.
Yeah.
So Big Iron with lots of virtual machines, but
problem is the upgrade path to Unity 2018 to 20. Is it 2018 that we're going to upgrade to? Yeah.
We're going to upgrade from 2018 release 4.
Yeah. Is way outdated, and even if they wanted to go to 2023, it's already outdated. So they're going to have to either make a big jump, or they're just going to have to bail and stay where they are and stay stagnant, which I believe is more likely than not going to be the case for Shrouded Avatar, because they've got too many versions that they've passed up at just too many updates to do in one time and not enough manpower to do it in. But that's just my opinion. But what is not my opinion is I think Jack has to pull 4 streamer bundles.
Yes, I do.
Unless you pulled 2 that I don't know about.
No, I did not pull any as of yet, but it's going to be Lomir, Winfield, Knight Rider, and Absolute Hermit.
Very
That's a weird
cool.
name.
Yeah, so
And
let's-
Conjurer Dragon and Absolute Hermit are going to be my winners.
so Hawkwind getting one. Oh, someone's got a Bard of Greyhawk. Wow.
Oh, I know him. He's a cool dude.
Hold on, I gotta open my chest as well.
He's a real interesting dude. I'll tell you that.
Thank you.
Why you say he's a real interesting dude?
Because I know him. He's a very
Okay.
interesting
Okay.
character, interesting person. He's
Oh, you've met him in real life.
I haven't met him in real life. I've spoken
Oh,
to
okay.
him many times over Discord, and he used to be a regular chatter.
Oh. Okay. I
After
have
hours.
mailed out.
And where is Herbert? Is he not here?
And I do not see a Hebert Taraxacum on the lot today.
No,
So.
I have to mail.
But Andrea, kill on site. Getting a copy of the game that was not getting a copy of Roki. If I can find Andrea Kill on site in my list. Sweet, which is a $20 game because I tried to give it away yesterday, but
Okay, well, so let's see. Closing the final giveaway, picking ourselves a winner. And Jigoku, I think you already have a copy of the Hands of Necromancy, which is one that I have to now recycle to somebody who doesn't have one. So I'm not even going to
I just
attempt to
skipped
give
that
you
one.
that one.
But yes. Okay. When is my next meeting? That's the real question.
And you're going to get
$2.
yourself a copy of Through the Woods, going out to Jigoku.
Yes.
Through the Woods on Steam. And Through the Woods is currently because you're not telling me there. And the stupid age restricted content.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Through the Woods, 1999, going out to the lovely Jigoku. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to the rest of the winners, and thank you to Dark Blue Monkey for your bits today. The only place he wants to put his gold.
Oh. In a hole.
NBNN.
Oh.
And of course, thank all the rest of you for joining us here each and every day, but we are over time. We've got to go. The link for the NBNN swag site doesn't work when I clicked on it. Swag site?
WAG? No. Lads can fix that soon.
NBNN.info. Let's see. NBNN.info/swag. Okay. Yeah. So then just go to NBNN.info and use the first drop down from the home button and let me know, 3Devious. You can just ping me over here and I'll be keeping an eye, or ping me in Discord. Yeah, I'll have to look at that redirect. But anyway, we gotta go. We're out of here. Jack's already dropped out of Zoom. Thanks, Jack.
I accidentally hit the button.
But we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz. That's Jack.
And I'm Omir.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.